Are you awake yet? Are you still there?
Whoa.
Is he still out there? I don't know. Is he still there? I don't know.
What you mean?
Did he retire? I don't know where he went. I don't know what's happening.
You just want everybody that becomes available. You want
do.
the Cowboys to
I don't
sign.
get it. I just don't get it. How
If
are
I
you,
didn't know
Shannon?
better, I swear you were a fan. Are you a fan?
I'm about not to be.
Well, I survived my first Monday after a Cowboys win, so that was good. But now let's hope Jerry's watching today. We'll
You
see.
didn't have to survive it. It was great. It was fun.
It was survival mode. Yeah.
You won't be very many Mondays like that,
That's
Jim.
what I'm
Oh,
thinking.
yeah,
We'll
that's
get
not-
that out of the way.
Want to bet on it?
Oh, not next week. No, I'm not betting that one.
Well, next week, I don't know, because they are facing the Seahawks, and they may be in trouble. We're going to talk about that on today's show. Also, Antonio Brown is upset. Carson Wentz is back, but we are going to start with a huge trade in New England. Josh Gordon is a Patriot. Pending a physical, Gordon's tumultuous 7 seasons with Cleveland are over after the Patriots traded a 5th-round pick to get him. Gordon led the league in receiving yards back in 2013, but after multiple suspensions for violating the league's substance abuse policy, he's only played in 11 games since then. We all know New England needs help at receiver. Shannon, is this a good move or a bad move by the Patriots?
I think it's a good move for the Patriots, Skip, considering what they have at the wide receiver position. And the notion that Coach Belichick doesn't do anything to try and help Tom Brady, I think he's dispelled that. People look at the organizational structure and they say, well, if he doesn't get the quarterback receivers, he's not trying to help the quarterback. Sometimes it's getting an offensive lineman. Sometimes it's shoring up your defense to make sure that when your quarterback gives you a lead, you're able to hold it.
So he went and got him Corey Coleman and Benny Fowler.
He was trying, Skip.
Cut.
Hey.
Okay. I don't know.
Kenny Britt, Jordan Matthews.
I don't know. We just keep going.
Hey.
They've had 28 moves at the wide receiver position since March. Since March.
Yeah. But, Skip, when you look at Josh Gordon, tell me the 5th-round draft pick that they could possibly have selected with that 5th-round pick that gives them the potential or the upside in which Josh Gordon can give them. Nothing. This guy's, think about it. As Jenny read, he's only played 11 games since he led the league in receiving. But he's only 27.
Only 20.
Not 37. He's 27 years of age.
Yep.
You're talking about a guy that's 6'3.5", 225 to 230, that can run the route tree, explosive. Skip, he had a 3-game stretch, and this is what this is what New England's counting on. He went for like 238, 263, 151 against the Patriots. It's like, wow. If he just gives us half of that, we're good. And I don't know how many people listen, but Tom Brady said they were doubling Gronk, and that was an opportunity for some other guys to kind of step up, and it kind of didn't happen. So basically he said, man, I got trash. I play with trash. Coach Belichick, I don't normally take shots at my teammates, but you got me out here.
Is it possible Tommy went to Daddy, went over Belichick's head and said, Mr. Kraft, would you go get me Josh Gordon? I don't know.
But Skip, I believe the Browns realized it was time to move on. And maybe a change of scenery is what Josh Gordon needs.
It might be.
Skip, after the 1st, 2nd, the 15th time that the Browns stood behind Josh Gordon realized one thing. I'm immensely talented. And the likelihood of them moving on from me is highly unlikely because of what they saw. Missed 2 games, led the league in receiving. Was suspended for 10 games, come back, first game out the box against the Falcons. I go get you a buck and we win the game. So he knew he had built up cachet because of his athletic ability, which made it unlikely for the Browns to move on. But no matter how nice someone is, Skip, even they have limits. And the Browns seemingly have reached their limits because they say, you know what, enough is enough. It's time for, and maybe a change of scenery. And Skip, I know you were mentioning that the Cowboys, are you awake? There are only a handful of organizations that can handle this. Are you willing to put him in that locker room with Randy Gregory, with David Irving, with that situation?
With Ezekiel Elliott.
Is that what you want in that locker room, Skip Bayless? I don't think so. I don't.
Yes.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Your whole team.
Maybe birds of a feather. They can all
they do. They
help each other stay.
No. Normally, 2 of that situation, you can't have 2 of one thing. And,
right.
The Patriots are equipped to handle this because of Coach Belichick, because of Tom Brady, and because everybody else follows that structure. There is no splintering. There is no bickering. You don't see what's coming out of Pittsburgh locker room. You don't hear that coming out of New England locker room. Now, we've had some dysfunction as far as from the top office, from the front office. But you don't hear anything coming out of that locker room.
Nope.
The Patriots are equipped to handle this. Now, Skip, I hope Josh Gordon can get his life together. His life, not his football life, his life off the field. Because clearly the message that was coming out of Cleveland, it wasn't resonating with him. For whatever reason, maybe he didn't respect them, maybe he was comfortable, for whatever. Now he has to get out of his comfort zone. He has to learn a new system. He has to go someplace he hasn't been before. I hope it works out. But remember now, granted, he's only 27, but he's only played 11 games in about 4 years. At some point in time, you just don't get to maintain that athletic ability without sharpening that skill. So it's going to be very interesting. Everybody keeps saying Randy Moss. I don't know if that's going to be the case. But if they can catch lightning in a bottle, Skip, this is a game changer. This is a game changer. Because what do? If you double Gronk and you leave that guy one-on-one, you're asking for problems. And if you double him, that means you got to leave Gronk one-on-one, and you're asking for problems. And nobody wants those kind of problems. They don't want that kind of smoke.
Did you see what Cordero Patterson did the other day? He's a kick returner trying to
masquerade as
a wide receiver on the one, I think it was a third down play.
Yeah.
He caught it going backwards and just stumbled and fell.
Yeah.
I'm sure in Tom Brady's mind, he's like, that's it. That's over.
That's what you got me working with?
Nope. Okay. Josh Gordon, Cordero, Josh Gordon.
Name any of the receivers other than Gronk.
That is correct. So, I told you yesterday, I am speaking more with my heart than my head. I admit it right up front. But I know Josh Gordon just well enough to know I believe his heart is in the right place. Now, the rest of them I'm not sure about.
Right.
But he's a deep kid, and he's still a kid at 27. And he has high off-the-field IQ. I'm not sure how it translates into his personal life and his football life, but he continues to say, I just don't love myself enough, and it sort of tears at my heartstrings because I get that where he's immensely gifted, but there are times when he just says, whatever, he gets down on himself, and then he goes over the edge.
Maybe he's a good dude that makes bad decisions.
He makes bad decisions, and he's made a whole bunch, a long line of bad decisions that would scream at you, no.
Right.
Right? And the Browns finally said, no. Now, why they traded him, they said they wanted to trade him to the NFC, but they traded him to the best team in the AFC. I don't get that one, but that's fine by the Patriots. So I said yesterday, if I am Jerry Jones, I would risk a fifth-round pick as a high-risk, high-reward plunge just to see if you could catch lightning in the bottle in Dallas because he's a Houston kid. I'm pretty sure he grew up a Cowboy fan as he went to Baylor University for a little while before he got booted out of there. But the point is, maybe if he goes to Dallas, I don't know, maybe it would work. Maybe the change of scenery would work. Maybe putting on that metallic blue, he'd say, okay, I'm in business now. I'm not a Cleveland Brown. I'm a Dallas Cowboy. And what did Bill Belichick do? He did exactly what I wanted Jerry to do. He gave a fifth-round pick for Josh Gordon. And you know what? I just have this sneaking suspicion that Tom Brady has his next Randy Moss, while Jerry Jones does not have his next Des Bryant. And again, but before I get deeper into what the Patriots have, just remember, Jerry continues to do nothing to send messages to the locker room, I'm all in for 2018.